Good day, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. Listen, let's talk a little bit about foreclosures. Everybody is curious as to what they are, what they're about, and where you can find them. A lot of foreclosures, bank-owned properties, investment-owned properties, properties that have actually finished the foreclosure process, they're posted within each local multiple listing service. But how is it that you might be able to get a preview of what's going on? If you go to the paris911.com website, you can go ahead and scroll down here. On the home page, you'll see our interactive map, a fancy YouTube video, a search widget for real estate. But right here, just above our fancy new Paris 911 logo, we have Foreclosure Hunter 911.com. It's a service by Foreclosure Radar. It is something that we tout a lot about, talking about, and showing that you can actually search for foreclosures. And when you get to this particular web page here within our foreclosure search tool, it loves zip codes. Zip codes is seems to work very well in the system, but you can also use cities. But let's go ahead and just grab a zip code out of Valencia. We're headquartered here in Santa Clarita, so let's just have a look. So 91355 is one of the local zip codes here. That's actually Valencia, California. You're going to see these bubbles pop. What happens is some of these properties are not actually in the MLS system, so ownership is questionable. So instead of possibly harming someone or putting something out there, they're not going to give you an exact specific street address. However, they are going to give you a street, and that's going to give you an idea. They're also going to give you a rundown of where the house is. Because there's a lot of adjustable mortgage rates turning and other interest due loans, even some with balloon payments, certain properties that are over a certain price range are unable to be refied or anything. They actually have to, some of those loans are coming to term, and those sellers in there, the owners of those properties, don't have any options. Unfortunately, those properties are going to end up either at the auction block after they've gone foreclosure, end up at the auction block just before, depending on the owner's position. But if you pull up 91355, you'll see listings that are popping up in that particular zip code. These are actually bank-owned properties. Then you have auctions. There's also another field which is a pre-foreclosure, which is going to be a property that's had a notice of default filed on it, which is a court recorded document. It used to be back in the day that there was usually about 90 days between the time an owner of a property stopped paying their mortgage and the time that they went into court and filed the notice of default. It depends on who the bank is now. Sometimes they're filing right at the 31st day point, the 30th day after they've not made their mortgage payment. And sometimes they're even taking longer. If you happen to have Countrywide, they're still a little bit behind because Bank of America took all their assets and liabilities and such and purchased Countrywide. They're still a little bit behind, so we're watching even those short sales and foreclosures take a long time. But here's some of the information as far as bank-owned properties. You would fill this out and I'll give the information back to you. We're not spammers or anything else, but I can pull the exact street address so you can have a look at it, and also I can see if these particular properties are internet based. Let's pull up another one because I'm going to see, I'm a little curious now. I haven't been looking at this system as of late. I'm curious why there aren't any pre-foreclosures listed for any reason. This is a Google Map interface, so you're going to see everything here. And yeah, I still don't see any notice of default filings in this particular area. If you're interested in auctions, you're an investor, give us a yell. As far as the regular bank-owned properties, we can definitely do the recon on that. We've also been known to send letters directly into the banks to find out what's going on with particular properties, and we've been pretty good at getting answers on those. I'm Connor McIver. That's foreclosurehunter911.com. It is awesome, and it does work very well. Have a great day, and if you need us, don't hesitate to yell at us. 400-1720. Be safe.